every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! Welcome to the 13th day of my challenge. And in addition to that, it's actually a super gloomy day, so I figured what's better on such a day than some really nice dessert. And I actually had to try the margarita ice cream today, but I will be postponing this one because, well, it contains alcohol, and without the alcohol it will be a totally different recipe then. So today I'm gonna try the cream puffs, also known as profiteroles. So let's see what we're gonna need and let's get started. We're gonna need 120 milliliters of water, 70 grams of all-purpose flour, quarter of a teaspoon of salt, 50 grams of butter, 2 eggs, some vanilla ice cream for the filling, 60 grams of heavy cream, and 170 grams of chocolate for the glaze. The first thing I did was turn on my oven to 200 degrees because the batter should come together in no time at all. Well, at least from what I saw in Laura's recipe. And actually, before starting the batter, I will lightly grease, what's this called? Let's call it tray. I will lightly grease the tray. Let's do the batter. And it will all happen so quickly that I'm actually curious whether I will be able to tell you what I'm doing. Other than stir like crazy, stir like crazy. And you should really go and check the original recipe by Laura and you'll know what I mean. Okay, let's do this. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the water and the butter on medium-high heat and let it melt. Once it's boiling, I'm turning off the heat, adding in the salt, mixing it in, and now I'm gonna add the flour all at once and stir like crazy until it all comes together. Turning the heat back on medium heat, and I'm gonna stir for 2 more minutes. And I'm gonna scrape the batter to another bowl. This recipe is definitely with a workout included. Well, at least for one arm. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take an egg at a time, beat it in and stir it in well. And I'm realizing that the key word in this recipe is mixing or stirring, and maybe I should now work out with my left arm. To do make 6 rolls or puffs or balls from this batter. Okay, and now I need to even out the surface of the balls, so I will do that by dipping my fingers into water and just working with them. and they go for 45 minutes. Oh, they're just the prettiest little things. Now I'm gonna let them cool for 15 minutes. Okay, while these cutenesses are cooling down, let's make the chocolate sauce. And all I'm gonna do is just melt the chocolate together with the heavy cream in double boiler. Okay, 15 minutes have passed and I'm barely containing myself because it smells so good now. All my home is like a pastry, really. So what I'm gonna do now, the last and final step, is I will cut it in 2 parts and I will put a scoop of ice cream inside, and then I will glaze some chocolate sauce on top, and oh my gosh. I even feel sorry to ruin it by trying, but I have to because the smells. But I will tell you 2 tips after I taste this, really, because I won't be able to tell without... Okay, calm down, Ruta, calm down. I'm ready. It's so nice. Oh, I like the pop so much. It's exactly fluffy. You wouldn't say crunchy. You wouldn't say fluffy. It's puffy. Oh, that's a really great one. Oh, okay. Okay, stop talking to me. Okay, 2 tips. 1, I've used the oil to grease it and it's still kind of stuck a bit, so I used the knife to remove the puffs from the tray. So I think next time I will actually try using parchment paper. So this is tip number 1, and tip number 2, or I don't know if it's tip or just like something I've noticed. I think if you're making half of the recipe, which I did today, 45 minutes may be a little bit too much. Maybe 40 would be enough because it didn't have any this fluffy meat inside. It just became this puffy ball. But I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be like that. I've never done it before. I've just checked the original Laura's recipe and hers looked a bit more fluffy inside. So that's my 2 tips or things I wanted to share with you. And if you want to find this recipe with the metric system measurements, do check in the description box. And that's that for today. I should really hurry before my ice cream melts. So see you tomorrow. Bye.